Hello. So it's day 10 of our Flow Fundamentals course. I'm going to take the time to answer our 4 questions today. So do I struggle? Which is harder for me to push through? The struggle or the recovery? And I would say maybe 10 years ago, it was really the recovery phase. I pushed and pushed and got obsessed with the project at hand, and I had a hard time hitting the pause button and really tabling it for the next day and recovering hard. Now, fast forwarding, almost 10 years later, I would say I struggle more with the struggle aspect, with struggling efficiently, with pushing through when I'm kind of stuck or lacking motivation to really get up and to be in the moment of the struggle, kind of present with the struggle. What is my go-to method to prompt release? So as I'm struggling and pushing, what is that pause button for me? What's the pivot moment? And I would say sometimes it's stopping to meditate, stopping to take a walk. Sometimes for me it's going rock climbing or going snowboarding, which can get me into the flow state. And it's a matter of when I kind of get into that release, get into that flow state, do I then come back to my tasks at hand, my work, and am able to focus and kind of use that energy productively with work. I've yet to really play with that a lot, but I look forward to doing that more throughout this course and with my school semester starting. So what's another method that I can adopt to hit that pause button to pivot? I would say I could do yoga, which would be some sun salutations at home, or go to a class. I could go to the hot springs or have a hot bath. I tend to do those things in the evening or at night when I'm kind of beyond working for the day, although I could experiment with doing those in the day and then coming back to work. Dance is another trigger I can use to find that release. So what is the biggest insight that I've gained from learning about this cycle? I would say the importance of the struggle. I never really thought of struggle as being important. I always kind of thought, oh man, I want to get in my groove, I want to get in the flow. And I was kind of beating myself up for not being there. And then sometimes when I would achieve it somewhat, accidentally or miraculously, I would then push it and try to wring as much flow out as possible, thus kind of burning out. So what I'm noticing now is that the struggle isn't important, and then not necessarily really fighting that struggle hard, but finding a place to pivot, to pause, to then meditate or do yoga or dance or move to get me into that flow state. So thanks for listening, and I look forward to more of the class.